pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so if anybody's watching, this is the annual meeting. It's not a work session. It's an actual town board meeting. So we're gonna start with the resolutions. Meg, you want to start? We have, I think, 46 transfers. So if you can read the one, I think.
All right. Whereas Stacy Soloviv and Martin D. Finnegan, on behalf of CXR Shelter Island Heights Marina LLC, have petitioned the town for permission to transfer the ownership of mooring number D-0708 at a location designated as 41.08500 degrees north and 72.35216 degrees west, occupied by Jack's Marine. And whereas a public hearing was held on the 9th day of November 2022 for all interested persons to vote in favor of or in opposition to the proposed transfer, now therefore be it resolved that the transfer of ownership is hereby approved. So moved.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
And there's 45 more of these. All of the latitude and longitude locations and the mooring numbers are available on the town website and at the clerk's office. But they essentially all read the same, just with different measurements or coordinates. Thank you.
Okay, so you got to make a motion. We accept.
So I make a motion to accept the remaining transfers of moorings.
Next, yes. And I second that. And it really goes to page 11 of our agenda, of a 15-page agenda.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out that, going through these one by one with these different coordinates would be, nobody would remember them anyhow, but they are available to anybody that would like to see them.
Okay. Jim, second that. All those in favor?
Aye. Whereas Charles Dunn, 18 Tut Hill Drive, has petitioned the town for permission to transfer the ownership of mooring number Delta D-3623 at a location designated as 41.0863 degrees north and 72.34358 degrees west, occupied by Robert Fairborn. And whereas a public hearing was held on the 6th day of December 2022 for all interested persons to be heard in favor of or in opposition to the proposed transfer, now therefore be it resolved that the transfer of ownership is hereby approved. So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so that one and this one are just swaps.
Yes.
Correct.
Whereas Robert Fairburn, 25 Winthrop Road, has petitioned the town for permission to transfer the ownership of mooring number C-3640 at a location designated as 41.07428 north and 72.29142 degrees west, occupied by Charles Dunn. And whereas public hearing was held on the 6th day of December 2022 for all interested persons to be heard in favor of or opposition to the proposed transfer. Now therefore be it resolved that that transfer of ownership is hereby approved. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And there was some original correction to the coordinates, so they have been made and they're correct on it. They're
Okay.
correct here.
Thanks.
Be resolved that Greg Raymond is hereby appointed as part-time mechanic for the residential repair program at a rate of $23.93 an hour, retroactive to December 12, 2022. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Be it resolved that the regular meetings of the town board of the town of Shelter Island will be held at 6 p.m. in the Shelter Island Town Hall, Shelter Island, New York, on the following dates: January 10th and 31st, February 28th, March 14th, April 4th and 25th, May 16th, June 6th and 27th, July 18th, August 8th and 29th, September 19th, October 11th and 31st, November 29th, and December 12th of 2023. Be it further resolved that the work sessions of the town board of the town of Shelter Island will be held at 1 p.m. in the Shelter Island Town Hall on the following dates. The first one is changing from January 3rd to January 4th. So January 4th, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st, February 7th, 14th, and 28th, March 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th, April 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th, May 2nd, 9th, 16th, and 23rd, 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th, July 11th, 18th, 25th, August 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, September 12th, 19th, and 26th, October 3rd, 11th, 17th, 24th, and 31st, November 8th, 14th, and 29th, and December 5th, 12th, and 19th of 2023. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Just to let you know, those Tuesday meetings for the most part are about 95% Tuesday meetings, but on probably about 4 or 5 of these, after following a holiday, they will move to Wednesdays. Okay? Whereas the town of Shelter Island has submitted reimbursements for hazardous waste expenditures from the 2020 in the amount of $15,596, and from 2021 in the amount of $20,995.77 to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. And whereas the Department of Environmental Conservation has approved said reimbursements, now therefore be it resolved that the town of Shelter Island hereby accepts these funds, and be it further resolved that Brian Sherman is hereby appointed as project manager for the hazardous waste, and be it further resolved that the supervisor here is hereby authorized to sign the contracts between the town of Shelter Island and the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation. So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Be it resolved that the supervisor hereby authorized and directed to credit the funds received from the Shelter Island Ambulance Foundation in the amount of $6,500 to the A4540.484 Ambulance Office and Miscellaneous account. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Be it resolved that supervisors hereby authorized and directed to credit the sum of $32,995.19 from the County of Suffolk to the DA 2302B account for snow removal. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to credit the funds received from the Shelter Island Ambulance Foundation, Inc. in the amount of $70,000 to the Ambulance Equipment Capital Reserve Fund. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Whereas the town of Shelter Island has received a donation from Greg James, and we thank him, in support of the Deer and Tick Committee in the amount of $2,000. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to credit these said funds to the A3510.498 ACO Deer and Tick account. So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the next one is transfer of funds. It's the end of the year, and we do a lot of transfers rather than take money out of contingency. Try to keep it in the same accounts and just move it around. There's 51 transfers. I'm not going to read them all. So be it resolved that the following 2022 budget transfers are hereby approved. There's, like I said, there's 52 of them.
Covering
So,
several things.
yeah, and they're available at the town clerk's office. Anybody wanted to see them. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Be it resolved that the following 2022 budget modification is hereby approved. A $90 increase to the A2705SR Senior Center Donations Revenue Account and a $90 increase to the A6777.484 Office and Miscellaneous Account. So moved. They were both increases. I'm just checking.
So it's a revenue account, Shelby, so you can't increase, you can't deposit to a revenue account, so it's a money move / deposit.
Okay, gotcha. Good. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Whereas Brian Sherman, Superintendent of Highways, has requested permission to advertise for bids for the disposal of construction and demolition debris, now therefore be it resolved that said request is hereby approved. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Be it resolved the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to execute the agreement between the town of Shelter Island and Cullen and Danowski LLP for the provision of financial accounting services for the town for the period of January 1st, 2023 through December 31st, 2023. So moved.
Second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Where am I? Whereas an agreement was reached between the town of Shelter Island and the Shelter Island Police Benevolent Association for a new collective bargaining agreement. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign said statement. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Whereas an agreement has been reached between the town of Shelter Island and the Highway Benevolent Association Incorporated. Now therefore be resolved, the supervisor is hereby authorized to sign said agreement. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Be it resolved that the 2023 fit recreation fees are hereby established as follows. Single fitness room, $275 a year. Family fitness room, $425 a year. So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Whereas the New York State Department of Taxation and Finance has issued a notice of vendor collection credit to the town of Shelter Island for a period ending November 30th, 2022, in the amount of $125.21. Now therefore be it resolved that the supervisor is hereby authorized and directed to transfer the sum of $125.21 from the trust and agency account to the general account. So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Be it resolved that the 2022 general claims numbered 1949 through 2076 in the amount of $82,824.12. The 2022 highway claims numbers 230 through 246 in the amount of $20,331.66. And the 2022 community preservation claim numbers 20 through 22 in the amount of $3,446.39. I hereby approve for payment as audited, and the supervisor and/or any town board member is hereby authorized and directed to sign the approval of same. So moved. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is the end of the meeting. Do we want to do any board reports while we're here? Anybody have anything?
No, I didn't prepare one. I thought this would be longer. Yeah.
Okay. It's really not the time for it, but I just, okay. Julie, I think you're the only one on live. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I do. I'm wondering about the length of the two contracts with the PBA and the highway workers, and whether you can give us any information on the general overview of those two.
Right. We did 1 year on each. The concern was the cost of living increase, and we thought let's address it right now, but not tie the town into something for the future. So it's a 1 year contract for both, and I guess they're available at the town clerk's office.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Nope, there's nobody else.
Okay, I will wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and make a motion to adjourn.